Aquí andamos in the studio today. Today I might go a little bit different, a little topic, but it's a topic that's kind of out there in the air on the D-Lo, and I think you know I'm just gonna go for it. Usually my videos are gonna be like a raza stuff, but hey, I'm gonna come at you sideways. So these past years, I'm not a kid no more. I'm a full grown adult. Since I was 18, 17, I've been hustling, I've been working, I've been paying bills, I've been doing my thing. In that aspect, I even went to school for a good time of my life. As an adult, taking a class here, taking a class there, trying to learn whatever I could learn, trying to get in the game, trying to elevate, trying to just grow, do my responsibilities, and at the same time open up doors for me. I've always handled my responsibilities, with the people I needed to handle my responsibilities with. But now that I could say now, I've always been an adult. Even when you're 18, you're an adult. You're a man, and everything you do is gonna be held accountable. But in this past couple years, I could say that it's been a different trip for me. I'll be honest. In this past couple years, I guess I take more serious a little bit of things. More serious the way I do things, pretty much. The way I see things, the way that my opinions go, more of a stand on certain things. And I remember I've always been, I've always been serious, but at the same time, growing up, I didn't pay attention to a lot of things. I didn't care about a lot of things. Like, still no worries, 25, 26. For some reason, my mind just wasn't letting itself get worried. You know what I mean? Even if things were happening, bad things, good things, like, I just try my best to go with the flow. Always, since I was young, and in regards to even my relationships, like, I never really took them serious, but in my head, it's just kind of like, man, like, I didn't pay attention to it. Time is here. And right now, these past years, I've finally been noticing. I think my mind is already getting to that like a grown man type of dog. Because I don't think, I hear people say, like, they're at 34 years old, they already feel like they're old people. Like, man, I'm old. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, I don't feel old. I'll be honest, I'm 34, but I don't feel old at all. But certain things do affect me different now. Like I said, at 25, yeah, I'm an adult. Yeah, a grown adult. But I didn't feel, I've always felt, young, no matter what. And my mind worked different no matter what. Even if I was responsible, I've always been responsible in all my things. I do my desmadres, but at the same time, I have a line always, I mess up sometimes more than others. Sometimes it's like, how am I going to get out of this? But now, as I'm older and getting older, I'm like, man, like, I shouldn't be doing that no more. I can't be doing that. I shouldn't be. And I started looking like, I don't like the way that's working now. Back then I'm like, if it doesn't work or somebody doesn't like it, or we'll figure it out, And now I'm like, man, I just don't like that. Now, I give my opinions. Back then when I was younger, if I didn't like something, I just still went with the flow, Now I was like, I don't want to do it, like, it's not beneficial. There's no need for me to do it. I shouldn't be doing it, and I'm going to stay away from it. Because growing up, I also hung around in certain environments that seem normal for a good portion of life. It's wrong, but it's normal. And now that I'm getting older, now I see it like, man, like, I've been doing this, and then now it's like now I see it like, man, I don't regret it, but I could have been doing something else. Like, now I think I could have done this. I should have done that. Like, yeah, I'll be honest, now I see a lot of stuff. Now even with my relationships at home, it's like now, for some reason, now I'm starting to pay attention to it. Like now it's starting to sink in. Like a lot of stuff that I did when I was younger, like now it's starting to sink in, like not in a bad way, but pretty much also, it's a lot of the way the world is also going, the way the world is shifting, and the way the world is starting or trying to think. And we're all also in a position where it's like we don't think like that, we do think like that, or we don't think like that, or this and that. Like I've always grown up believing in God, and in the Bible. So yeah, and you start meeting different people, and the more people you meet are pretty much against that. So it's a lot of things starting to affect, your mind, and your mind. And my mind has been tripping, like right now it's been slow at work. I have my own business, so now I'm starting to affect that. So I don't know if it's all like step by step. There's more things that I'm going through that I don't want to get into detail. Things going up and down, but also it's okay, Pretty much, I'm also making this video because I know I grew up hard. Like I said, my mindset is hard. Like F it, or it is what it is. I'm down and let it slide. It'll work out. Like I try to hide my emotions when and my mindset is tough. I made a video about that. The raza is always tough. We always want to be tough, especially the males. And a lot of stuff we keep silent. We keep it in our head. But every once in a while, because I'm like that too. A lot of stuff growing up, like I said, I just kept it into myself. I know all of us raza, we're like that. We grew up in the streets. A lot of us. Now, you don't have to be a gangbanger, like I said in another video, but you meet a lot of people that go through the struggle, through the struggle of what the streets bring, what economical situations bring. Growing up in the barrios, in the hoods, like in this type of city like Santana, sometimes you ain't got nothing, sometimes you do. It's different for everybody, but I got to see a lot of stuff where economical reasons, we couldn't do a lot of stuff, but that's besides the point. We keep a lot of stuff inside of us, man. And lately, like I've been opening up more to it, and pretty much, like we don't have to be hard all the time, man. It's okay every once in a while to stop and think and just take it easy, take it cool. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta go get in trouble. You ain't gotta go do things you ain't supposed to do. You ain't gotta go do some drugs, some weed, or just to mellow out. Like sometimes it's okay to sit with yourself and just think about it, because sometimes we need it. We need to slow down our mind and figure out what's going on and what we need to do. And if it's possible, even talk to somebody, even if it's a homie. Hopefully it's a homie that understands, Maybe he's not going where you're going through or hasn't been, but at least is smart enough to understand. If you got somebody like that, an uncle, go visit him. Sometimes we need to just let go of certain things. And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to see like it's not really good holding a lot of stuff in, Like I said, I'm a man. And like I feel like I'm a man. I'm a construction worker. I don't let sometimes people talk to me a certain way, and it's like, man, there's no need to, A lot of our emotions we turn into aggression. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's okay to just mellow down, be cool, because things aren't always going to be good and things aren't always going to be bad neither, But we got to appreciate the good times and the bad times, kind of practice during the good times, knowing, we can, when times are good, I think we got to be good, because when times get hard, your sins, your faults, your bad conscience will kick in, and that'll work through the bad times. That'll probably, not help. It's like anything you during, like when you're planning, since I think somewhere in the Bible, like when you're planning, you gotta save for the bad times. Pretty much save for a rainy day, kind of the same type of weather. In life, I think when you're in good times, don't get selfish. Don't be like, I got it all made. I'm still learning, and I think this is how I'm starting to see it. Because in good times we're good, but in bad times everything this, everything that, this only to me, and this only to that, and why to me, and why this, and God this, and I've gotten like that, and I've noticed, a lot of the times it's like, man, why my good times, all I really did was party, not care, not pay attention, and not try to hurt nobody, but it's like you're doing stuff in reality you're not supposed to do, and then when the bad time comes, whatever you did bad comes to your conscience, so maybe during the good times, let's try to be good, pray to God and try to help our families. Just try to do good. Don't burn yourself. Don't burn nobody. Don't cheat nobody. Because when the bad time comes, all those things come. All those things come to your head. And it's better to be strong those 3, 4, 5 months, because times come up. I've been noticing now that I pay attention. Bad times and good times, moods switch every other day. Especially for me, and for some reason in these times, the moods be switching all the time with the for personal reasons, but not mentally, like just the environment. Like sometimes it's just for some reason I see it different all the time now. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes like people you're around are angry, sometimes they're sad, sometimes you're sad. It's like a mix now. And back then I didn't pay attention to all that stuff. I was just happy pretty much in my own little world. but we gotta use our it's okay to break down. Not if you don't have to cry, don't cry, but it's okay to, as man, like now that I'm getting older, it's okay not to act tough all the time. Act tough for the right reasons, to defend your family, to defend your honor in regards to your home, your job. Fight in those ways where not, it doesn't have to be fist to fist, but you fight for what you need to fight for. Fight for what you need to achieve, not fight for violence or respect, fist to fist. Take your aggression out on another guy because he's looking at you wrong, or a woman, because a lot of guys take their advantages on weaker people. But hey, it's okay. That's my message to Raza right now, especially to the man and any man listening, not just Raza. Sometimes it's a trip. A lot of us go ups and downs. Some people have it worse. I say I had a good childhood. I didn't. To say that I suffered, I didn't suffer, but I know there was a struggle. As I remember, there was a struggle growing up. Money wise, somewhere to live wise. But in regards to family wise, I think nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to talk about my mom and dad's issues, but I think we're a good family, in regards to love. It's just everybody goes through the struggle. Some people do have it bad growing up, but that's what I'm saying. I think right now, you try to. A lot of us can't get our mind right, But just that's what I'm saying. Is take some time, think about it. No need to go get in trouble. No need to go drink, smoke some weed, go to the bars. I'm not saying don't do that, but don't let it catch up to you where you go to a bar and then to get away from your issues, and then you get all drunk and then you start doing stuff you're not supposed to do. That on top of that, for whatever right you have. I mean, because you might have families, you might have kids, you might have bills to pay, and if so we could be cool, and then something sparks off where we can't take it, and it's like we're gonna go do our thing. But this is just a topic I wanted to bring in today. May all you have a blessed day. Take it easy, Raza. You know what I mean? We gotta move up, elevate, think better. Like I said, my mind's been tripping. I don't know if this is a phase. I remember one time I heard my dad talk to an older guy too. They were about the same age at that time, 50s, and I was still probably like 18, and they were like, hey, you ever notice chapters in your life and this and that and this and that? My dad's, rest in peace, rest in peace to my dad. But that guy was like, yeah, at my 30s, I felt a switch. At the 35s, I felt a switch. 40s, I felt every chapter of life is different. but we gotta also try to become better men for our communities, for our families, and because there's too many thugs of us out there. There's too many thugs of us. We all hard. We're all hard. We all are too hard, man. We all want to be tough. We all want to show how strong we are. I get it. Pero we gotta teach our seeds different, you know. There's nothing wrong with being tough. There's nothing wrong with being tough, but being tough in a King David type of way, if you know what I'm talking about. Much love and respect. Take care and God bless. Mic check.